What we got? Was that Happy Mother's Day to everybody? Was that movie Pretty in Pink? Shouldn't wear it again tomorrow.
As good as Snell has been, I mean, how big is that to get to him early?
Yeah, it was. You know, I think was it Danny with the first run? That was anytime you can kind of take a little bit of the, I don't want to say invincibility away from him, but I guess I just did. Kind of maybe put him a little on their heels, him on his heels, because he's filthy, and guys really grinded the at bats. It's one thing to make him throw strikes; it's another thing that, you know, give yourself a chance to hit. And I think pitch count on him at such an early point was big. Make him grind everything. He's a good one. You won't. Somebody will pay the price for that one next outing.
I think you talked the last time Rickard came up about kind of rewarding guys who played well in AAA. I mean, how impressed were you with what he was?
Yeah, you know, Joey, you know, there's the analytic side to taking a guy like him in Rule 5 draft, but there's the other side of the, I don't know, what do you want to call it, just the, I think makeup words used too much. Is that 2 words? You know, Joey, you know, he goes down there and he grinds it. He's a baseball player. So there's one part of the evaluation that, you know, you look at statistics and walks and what have you, which kind of caught everybody's eye, and the defense you have to see kind of in person. They haven't figured out a good way to evaluate that yet, trust me. And then you see the other part that says this guy's going to spend mostly a year or so in the big leagues, and he's going to go down and hit 300 and hit third and lead their team in RBIs and whatever, come up here, go back and do it again. And, you know, you hope that, and, you know, we all know the situation we were in with Anthony, and same situation, you know, when I talked to Joey about in the spring, and he could, you know, being real frank, he could have walled around in self-pity, or he could have done his part, which got him back here. Kevin Buck might be the MVP today. Kevin had a flight for him and Donnie this morning, and Kevin woke up at 6 just to check and make sure it was still on time and everything. It was an 8 o'clock flight, I believe, and it had been canceled, or wasn't leaving for 4 hours. Kevin found another flight. So today the star goes to Kevin and Joy. Okay.
To put up those kind of numbers, 19 hits, 17 runs, were the guys just sort of feeding off each other? I mean, what do you expect?
You know what? It's like I've said quite a few times to them in advanced meetings and stuff. You know, somebody going to pay. You know, it's good pitching staff over there, and we've been on the other side of that some. Okay, so you know, it's the old expression. I wish God didn't have so much. You know, it would never give me more than I can handle. I wish He didn't have so much confidence in me. You know, we've had some points like that this year where, you know, I started looking at the board today, and little by little, some of the just batting averages, you look up there, and there's not as many ones started as there have been. That's a good sign. But I don't know about feeding off each other. It was just there were a lot of base hits the other way too.
Everybody's now been talking about the offense, but here when the game started, everybody was wondering what kind of performance Bundy was going to come out with.
Yeah, I thought Dylan's first inning, Dylan was crisper, and there's more to it than I'm going to talk about here as far as, but Dylan was, you know, he was rested, as he said, by his own, but I would have been real surprised if he didn't have a good outing today. I would have been real surprised.
What made him crisper in your mind?
Just ability to get over his front leg a little more, ability to get into his drive leg a little more. When Dylan's you've been around him, when he's pitching well, he's able to get off his back leg and post up on his front leg. There's a little silhouette in the back that you notice with his leg, and you know he wasn't doing that. I didn't think. Roger didn't think.
First time you've won 2 series in a row. First winning homestand.
With a home off day tomorrow, it doesn't get much better than that. Y'all realize how big a home off day is? One of the most important games is the game before you have a home off day.
I mean, do you see signs that things are turning around?
Sure. You know, it's a challenge for a club when you have a lot of different things show up. You know, you've got Arrojo's new to the club. Here comes Santana, kind of new to the club. Joey, who's not new to the club, goes away. And, you're starting to see some things, I think, kind of, was it like getting the band back together somewhat? Not just the band, but getting hopefully come up with a better word than karma, the kind of atmosphere that we're used to back a little bit, especially when we get Darren and Zach back. And Darren hopefully next week, and Zach's starting to get close to pitching to hitters. So those things are all good. Of course, Trum and John have been a big addition for us. I think we forget sometimes that we function a lot without those people.
On another subject, the club made a
My hat's too big, Rich. Made a what?
Transaction during the game, getting new.
This about Nunez or Noon? Is that right? How you pronounce his first name? Peralta. Yeah, Venezuelan kid, third baseman, outfielder, DH. Yeah, I know him, man.
What are the plans? What are the?
Dan was going to claim him, and I know what he's thinking about doing. We talked about it today. I know I'd seen it come across the medical checkups on it yesterday, doing the background on the medicals, and I know what his plans are, but I don't think it's going to have anything to do with our immediate 25-man roster. We'll see. That was earlier today. So we'll see. I wonder if I was supposed to say that. It's a time to be happy. Pretty in pink. No, I heard that from the stands today. Some lady screamed out pretty in